I'm gonna get straight to the point. I enjoy ZZZ, and I want to spend the next few minutes just sharing what I like about the game. Now, I am by no means a pro gamer. Those days are behind me. I do, however, peruse Pridwin and follow the meta, but I don't get too sweaty about it. I played Genshin and HSR, quit that one just recently, in fact. And I also do play WoA. I know, right? Cardinal sin, ZZZ and WoA at the same time. But so given this context, I want to lay out why specifically I enjoy ZZZ. Now, I've divided the video into sections. So if you're interested in what I have to say about a specific aspect of the game, feel free to jump over there via the timestamps below. First, let's talk combat, because really that is the main reason why I like ZZZ. Combat in ZZZ is really fun. It's very responsive. It's not too difficult. It's fast-paced, but not so twitch that blinking gets you killed. You know, it's not CSGO. Each agent has its own set of moves, which is key, I think, because if you don't like playing one character, you're gonna probably like playing another. There's a lot of variety in the movesets, and they're not too difficult to master. If you don't care about clicking 3 times, getting a buff, long pressing your skill, waiting until you have maxed out your agent-specific resource, then popping your ultimate, or whatever Pridwin recommended rotation is, you don't need to care about any of that. As long as you have a decent understanding of the agent's kit, you can just spam basic attack, swap in and out specific agents, use their skills and ultimates as you see fit or as they come up, and you will be successful in this game. Honestly, that is what I do, and I clear endgame just fine. That is not to say that there's no skill required. In order to beat the hardest content the game has to offer, you have to at least know how the game works and the agents that you're playing, how do they work, and you must have at least a modicum of functioning reflexes. All in all, combat is fun. It's really fun. It's the main thing that keeps me logging in every day. I play on PC mainly, but I do occasionally find myself playing on my phone. The combat's not great on the phone, but it's decent. You can do your dailies and burn your stamina every day without any issues. Let's talk about the story. Story in ZZZ is good. If we want to compare it to, say, Expedition 33, it's not even close, obviously, but if we are to compare to, say, Genshin or Honkai Star Rail, Hoyo's other popular properties, then ZZZ is just better. You don't need a PhD in philosophy like for Honkai Star Rail, or like an auto-clicker tooling for Genshin. ZZZ's story is told in bits and pieces. There's no massive dialogue dumps, and the dialogue you sit through is mostly entertaining and modern. And most importantly, I feel like the story, especially in 1.x, is coherent. And personally, I didn't skip any of it. Props to the team at Hoyo responsible for putting the story together. Now, you may be asking, how does it compare to WoA? Well, let me tell you, it's not quite on the same level as the recent WoA patches. It's definitely better than 1.0 WoA. But in my opinion, ZZZ is not far behind. It's a different kind of story, not super serious like WoA's recent releases have been. All right, let's touch on character design and development. 2 things I want to say here. First, Hoyo has really good art teams. All their games, in my opinion, have really well designed characters from an art perspective. But from a character development perspective, Genshin just isn't there for me. And Honkai Star Rail really just, lost the plot somewhere in Penacony, and all of 3.0 was wholly forgettable. ZZZ, on the other hand, the characters, or agents, as they're called in this game, have multiple dimensions. It's hard to put into words, and I don't want to spoil anything, but even A-rank characters have a deep connection to the story and the city of New Eridu. They have their lives, you can hang out with them. I don't mean like in Genshin where you need an entire real-life afternoon to hang out with a character. It's not like that. It's much simpler, much faster, maybe 3 to 5 minutes of going through story, and the story is actually pretty cool. ZZZ's characters are fun and personable. They look good. I mean, the art looks good. It's done really well. They're unique and honestly off the wall sometimes. But you know what? They fit in the world, in the story. Props to Team 3 at Hoyo. Just keep up the good work. Excellent character design. Alright, let's talk about quality of life. I actually didn't play ZZZ at launch. I was already balls deep in HSR and didn't have space in my schedule for another gacha game. Apparently passing at launch was the right decision because early ZZZ had a lot of issues. All of which, thankfully, I didn't have to experience since I joined in 1.6. At that time, in 1.6, I believe the trigger banner was running. Or maybe it was Vivian. I don't recall exactly, but suffice it to say, when I joined, all the issues were fixed, and I was seriously blown away by the quality of life the game had to offer, especially considering the other Hoyo games I had experience with, Genshin and Honkai Star Rail. Yeah, even to this day, Genshin is still nowhere near ZZZ. It is baffling, it really is. Besides the obvious, skippable dialogue, the game had other quality of life improvements, like static gear rolls. That is, when you roll crit on your gear, it's always the same amount. Also, multiple different avenues to get that gear. You can farm it via fighting, you can skip fighting by using a coupon, or you can craft it at the Bardic Needle. There are many small quality of life features in ZZZ. I'm not listing them all here, but coming from HSR, primarily, I'm loving it. And this leads me to my next point. ZZZ respects my time. I already mentioned that you can use coupons to farm gear instantly, but that's just the beginning. Dailies in ZZZ literally take seconds to do. Here, watch this. This is my daily route. I check in with the pub and get my fortune reading. Then I go collect some cash and open my video store. Then I get a coffee. That's it. Done. But wait. There's the stamina burn. You pick what you want to farm, then blow through the stamina in like a minute. You know why? Because you can run 5 of these at once. Here, look at this. I'm all done for the day. Unless, that is, you're also up for some events. There's always something running. Right now, there's this Expedition 33 ripoff event going on, which honestly is not the greatest thing I've seen ZZZ do, but it's okay. Maybe it's your thing. It's not my thing. A couple months ago, they had a tower defense event going on that was pretty fun. And just recently, there was a rhythm challenge featuring music from the game that had me bop into the beat. These events reward polychromes, the premium currency used to pull on banners. So they kinda make you feel obligated to participate. But the one differentiating factor between ZZZ and other gacha events is the core rewards are very, very easy to obtain. So in Genshin, you may have to spend a week doing an event. Well, it's also time gated. But in ZZZ, it'll take you maybe a few hours. Speaking of differences between the different Hoyo games, well, and other gacha games, you know what else I appreciate? The devs in ZZZ decided to shower players in premium currency. If you start today and do all of the 1.x content, do the ongoing current events, the permanent events, and catch up with 2.x content, you will have so much currency. I don't know the exact number, but it's probably going to be enough to fully pull several limited agents and their weapons. And I'm even including like the 50-50 losses that you're gonna have along the way. Now, I don't have the math in front of me, but just look at my roster. I started in May 2025, and I just bought the Battle Pass and the monthly $5 sub. That's it. No other top-ups or anything like that. You know, no other Hoyo game or even WoA compared to this. The gacha system, of course, is not without its flaws. The dreaded 50-50 is still there, and weapons are subject to the 75-25, but out of all of the games I've played, except maybe Tower of Fantasy, which showered you with early currency, and well, we know how that ended, ZZZ is honestly the most generous that I've seen to date. All right, let's talk music and audio design as we're coming to an end here. I mentioned this briefly earlier, but I want to reiterate it as its own point. Music in this game speaks to me. It's obviously a matter of personal preference, music is, but I like it. Audio in general is just really well done in ZZZ. Impact sounds, counters, parries, and yes, voiceovers are really good. Unlike other Hoyo games that seem to fall on their face pretty hard with voiceovers, ZZZ seems to have weathered the VA drama without a hitch. There are some unvoiced parts in the game, but it's not like HSR where one line is voiced and then the next isn't in the same dialogue. Yeah, none of that here, no problem. All right, to summarize, the reason I play and enjoy ZZZ is the fact that it's a coherent package which hits all the high notes that matter to me. Combat feels awesome. It's not trivial, but it's not punishing. Just the right difficulty. The story is good. It's not gonna blow your mind, but in the gacha space, ZZZ definitely holds its own. Character design is right up my alley. Great art. Yes, art. And together with the voice acting and writing, I feel connected with the characters like I would with a book. Again, it's not Expedition 33 level, but it's pretty good still. ZZZ also respects my time while giving me tons to do at my own pace. Dailies are blazing fast and weekly engagements take just minutes. You can bite-size the game throughout the week if you don't like, front-loading everything on Monday. Events are mostly fun and creative. They often feature bang boos, which are super cute, so that is an added bonus. And the devs are generous with the premium currency. Both from the events and the permanent content available in the game. Tons of hidden achievements everywhere. Keep adding to your premium currency supply as you play. The cherry on top is the general vibe of the game, with music and sound design playing a key role, stitching the visuals and writing and combat all into one fantastic experience. If you haven't played ZZZ, maybe you heard other gacha creators say, it's cool, but there's just something about it. Disregard that. Try it yourself. You don't have to pay a dime. Maybe you'll like it.